Today, I'm going to be giving you the best dribble moves for every build in 2K26. So this means I'm going to be looking out for my small guards, my 6'4" and under builds, my tall guards. If you have like a 6'5", 6'6", 6'8" demigod type of build, I'll be giving you the best SIGs for that. And don't think I forgot about my tall 7'4" demons, bro. 7'4" point gods are the meta right now, so you already know I have to put you guys on so you could dribble on the 7'4" demons. It's actually unreal how broken those builds are, but I will be giving you guys the best SIGs for every single build. And not only that, I'll be showing you with a hand cam how to do most of these moves, how to chain them together. And if you guys are new to the channel, drop a sub, turn those noties on, and drop a like for this banger, man. So I have 3 builds I play on a lot. I use my 6'8" demigod ISO build, my 6'4" for the small guards, and my 7'4" center for the tall big builds. So I'm gonna start off by giving you guys the best SIGs to use on a 6'8" ISO build so you guys can cook up, and then I'm gonna show you how to do most of the dribble moves as well. And if you guys want me to drop a full advanced dribble tutorial with hand cam as well after this video, let's try to get this one to 1,000 likes and I'll make it happen. So this right here is my 6'8" build. As you can see, I have an 86 ball handle, 80 speed with ball, which is the best stats you can get for dribbling on a 6'8". And most of the SIGs you get on a 6'8", you can get as well on a small guard. And this 6'8" is the perfect ISO build also. I have legend posterizer, I have an insane 3-point and midi, I can play defense. This build is crazy. So these are the best dribble moves for a tall guard build in 2K26. So you want to go with Zach LaVine dribble style. You only need a 75 speed with ball for this. This is the best dribble style in the game for those tall guards. For SIG size up, put on Tracy McGrady. You need an 85 ball handle and up for this. For the breakdown combo, go ahead and put on Kevin Durant. To do this, you just stand still, hold R2, and flick up on the right stick. You can also use Devin Booker. This is what I used last year. It's good for crabbing people, but I think Kevin Durant is the best to speed boost off of and chain with other moves. Then for the escape moves, I've tried a few this year, but Jimmy Butler is just the best by far, bro. There is no reason to use any other escape move. And to do this, you just hold R2 and flick the right stick diagonal up to your opposite ball hand. For combo moves, go ahead and use my glorious King LeBron James. Then for crossover, Lonzo Ball is the only crossover you should use in the game. Every other one is honestly terrible, and this one is very good at blowing you past the defender. It gets you right by them. I use this on my small guards and my tall guards. For behind the back, we have 3 options, okay? I think Kobe White is the best. You need an 85 and up ball handle for this. It has a good standing behind the back, a good explosive behind the back, and the regular moving behind the back is just decent, okay? So everyone has a different way they like to dribble, but the behind the back animations in this game come with 3 different behind the backs, right? So Scottie Pippen has a good moving behind the back. As you can see, it's very explosive, but his standing still behind the back is not that great, and his explosive behind the back is not that great. Then if you take a look at Jimmy Butler, his standing behind the back is terrible, his moving behind the back forwards is pretty good, and his explosive behind the back is also pretty good. So I like to use Kobe White because the standing behind the back is insane. The explosive behind the back is also insanely good, which I can do off of a momentum. If you want to try out the other 2, be my guest. For the spin, you want to use Penny Hardaway. The spin has that good animation where you run to the side, then your player kind of runs backwards and you can chain other moves out of it. For hesitations, I like Darius Garland, but that would be for small guards. For the tall guards, I like to use Rajon Rondo. You only need a 75 ball handle. For the step backs, you 100% need to use this move. It is the best step back in the game. You should use it on every build that you have an 85 plus ball handle. Devin Booker step back. When you're running forwards, you hold R2, flick down on the right stick. It gives you an insane snatchback and speed boost. And when you're standing still and do the same thing, you get an insane snatchback. Then for the triple threat, put on Kobe Bryant. These are the best SIGs for tall guard builds, 6'5" to 6'9". I love to use these on my 6'8" build, bro. You can actually move just as fast on a tall guard this year as you can on a small guard, if not faster. It is actually insane. Then for the dribble pull-up, put on Pro 2. This is the best fadeaway in the game. For hop jumper, go ahead, put on on Dylan Brooks. And for the go-to shot, put on Jalen Suggs. So I'm going to show you guys a few things real quick. I'm going to teach you how to do a few simple dribble moves on these tall guard builds. This does also apply to the small guard builds as well. So I'm going to teach you guys how to momentum first. As you can see, I can spam momentum from one side of the court to the other side of the court, and I still have stamina. So to do a momentum to the left, all you have to do is flick up on the right stick, and then you run to the left. So you flick up on the right stick without holding R2, then you hold R2 and run to the left with the left stick. So you flick up on the right stick, and then you hold the left stick to the top left while you're holding R2. Now, same thing if you want to do it to the right. You flick up on the right stick, then you hold the left stick to the top right while you're holding R2. Then to spam momentum back and forth, you just do those two moves together. So you momentum to the right, you momentum to the left. So you just keep flicking up on the right stick, and then you hold R2 to the side that you're going to with the left stick. It's very easy. You just keep spamming that back and forth. The momentum is a very necessary move in 2K26 to chain with other dribble moves. As you can see, you can do an explosive behind the back out of it. To do this, whenever you trigger the behind the back, I flick the right stick bottom right and the left stick to the bottom left. There is a ton of speed boost animations you can do out of the momentum. You 100% need to learn how to do this move, master it, and learn how to mix in all of the other dribble moves with it, bro, because this move, it's basically meant to just chain everything together. If you master the momentum and the momentum spam, you will become a dribble god. Just look at all of the moves I'm mixing with the momentum. It's just so good at chaining everything together. And you can do a momentum into a spin, and then you run to the side. You can do a crossover, snatch back. This right here is the Jimmy Butler escape moves. It's so good at getting you open, just creating space. Once again, you can mix this in with the momentum. You hold R2 and flick the right stick diagonal up to your opposite ball hand. So if the ball is in your right hand, you hold R2, flick the right stick top left. If the ball is in your left hand, hold R2, flick the right stick to the top right. So this right here is the Pro 2 crossover spam up the court from older 2Ks, all right? We have on the Lonzo crossover. All you have to do is run up the court without holding R2, and you flick the right stick to the left or right, which would be your opposite ball hand. So without holding R2, if the ball is in my left hand, I flick right. If it's in my right hand, I flick left, and then it goes in between your legs, and it is very good for shoving you past the defender. And you can mix this in with other moves or the regular Lonzo cross by flicking diagonal up to your opposite ball hand. So now you can momentum into the explosive behind the back and then into a Lonzo crossover. To do the regular Lonzo crossover, like I said, you flick diagonal up to your opposite ball hand and you get the better animation. You 100% need to have the crossover as a part of your arsenal. As you can see, whenever I'm trying to blow past someone, I always finish the clip with that. The crossover is just so good at shoving you past them, and it's a great blow by. So this is the Kobe White behind the back. If I'm just holding R2, flicking diagonal down to my opposite ball hand, you see this insanely good standstill behind the back animation that gives you a lot of space. Now you can mix this in with the momentums, the regular snatch back where you hold R2 and flick down on the right stick. It gives you a lot of space. Now, like I was saying, you can momentum into the explosive behind the back. That is the other animation that you can get. Then you can create even more space by running backwards after you do that by just holding down on the left stick. To get the explosive behind the back animation, I momentum to the right like usual. And then when I trigger the behind the back, I flick the right stick to the bottom left, and I have to hold the left stick directly to the left. Then you'll get that animation. You can do it into a crossover or something, maybe run backwards with the left stick, and you see how much space this creates? Or you can just momentum explosive behind the back into the Lonzo cross for an easy dunk. And this is how the regular Kobe White behind the back looks. As you can see, it's not as good as the explosive one or the standing still one. Like I was saying, every move in the game you can chain off of the momentum. You can do a momentum into a half spin, a momentum into a regular spin, and all of these moves just lead into more and more. Like I said though, mixing this in with the spins and the half spins, you will be moving very dangerously, I cannot lie. And then when you mix in the spin back as well with the left stick, all you have to do is run backwards with the left stick. Then to do the Devin Booker snatchback, you stand still, hold R2, and flick down on the right stick. You can do that move while running forwards as well. and it gives you a really good animation. As you can see, you can speed boost either way out of it, and you can just run to the side, hold R2, flick down on the right stick. You can spam this move back and forth, and you can speed boost in either direction. The Devin Booker snatchback is a dangerous move in 2K26, man. You see the small guards with it, you see the tall 6'8" guards with it. It's just so good, bro. You can do it while standing still, you can do it while running forwards, you can do it to launch you backwards, you can use it to somewhat quick stop as well. It might be the best move in the game. Just look at this clip right here, right? I'm doing my normal combos and I finish it off by running backwards. I hold R2, flick down on the right stick, and it's basically like a launch back animation. It just gives you so much space. Now, to do the Kevin Durant breakdown combos, you just stand still, hold R2, and flick up on the right stick. Then you can speed boost either way out of it or mix in other moves as well. Now, this is my 6'4" point guard build. I have a 92 ball handle, 86 speed with ball. I'm going to be giving you guys the best SIGs for those small guard builds right now. So for builds 6'4" and under, you want to use Ja Morant dribble style. You need an 85 speed with ball. This is the best dribble style in the game. You just don't get this on tall guard builds. Then for the SIG size up, use Trae Young. You need a 92 ball handle for this. For the breakdown combos, go ahead and put on Jordan Poole. You need an 80 ball handle. You can actually use this on tall guard builds too, bro. Then most of the other SIGs are similar to the ones I use on the tall guard. You want to use Jimmy Butler for the escape moves. For the combo moves, put on LeBron. The best crossover is Lonzo Ball. Once again, I prefer Kobe White as the best behind the back in the game, but for the small guards, if you really want to use Steph Curry, this move does have the Curry slide and you can spam it this year, but I still think Kobe White is better. For the spin, put on Jamal Murray. This is the best spin for small guards. Then for hesitation, I like Darius Garland the most. And like I was saying, the best step back in the game is Devin Booker. And for dribble pull-up, go ahead, use Pro 2. This is the best fadeaway in the game. These right here are the best SIGs for the small guard builds in 2K26. It's only a few changes compared to what I have on my tall guard, my 6'8" ISO demon. The only real important changes are the breakdown combo, the SIG size up, and the fact that we have Ja Morant dribble style instead of Zach LaVine. So this right here is the Jordan Poole breakdown combo. As you can see, when you trigger it, it kind of brings you forward a little bit. You just hold R2, flick up on the right stick. You can speed boost out of it right away. On the third animation, you can speed boost out of it whenever you want to either ball hand, and you can mix it in with the momentum, mix it in with a lot of other moves. I mean, look at me. I'm kind of moving on the 6'4", but I still think tall guards are the meta in 2K26, but the small guards, they're still moving pretty devious. Now, this is the regular Curry behind the back, and this is the explosive Curry behind the back. As you can see, they do not look as good as the Kobe White behind the back, but it does have the Curry slide. To do this, you hold R2, flick the right stick diagonal down to your opposite ball hand. But like I was saying, you should stick with Kobe White behind the back. Now, this right here is the 7'4" demon. I've been going crazy on a 7'4" ISO build in 2K26. I'm 7'4". I only have a 65 ball handle and 44 speed with ball. But I mean, look at me, bro. I just do like 2 or 3 moves and I get open every single time. And if I'm not open, I will still green it regardless, because I can just shoot over everyone's head because I'm 7'4", bro. I understand that this build moves extremely slow, but you don't need to move extremely fast on this build, bro. It really just needs a few decent moves, and I'll just shoot over everyone. I mean, look at me. I'm blowing past him. I'm actually kind of moving a little bit. Like, he actually just got fried. He got cooked up so badly. But I'm gonna give you the best 6 to use on a tall 7'4" center build real quick, and then teach you how to dribble with them a little bit. So these right here are the best SIGs for the 7'4" ISO demon, the point god. For the dribble style, you only need a 40 speed with ball. Put on Domantas Sabonis. For the SIG size up, put on Giannis. For all the Giannis dribble moves, you need exactly a 65 ball handle, and that is what we have. For the breakdown combos, once again, go with Giannis. And for the escape moves, you can use either normal or my GOAT Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think Giannis's is a little bit better, so go ahead and use that one. For the combo moves, go ahead and use Wemby. You don't really have many options for this here. For the crossover, use basic. It's actually really good. As you can see, the animation between your legs and the blow-by animation, it's actually very good. For my 7'4s, you need to use normal behind the back. As you can see, the standing behind the back animation and the explosive one They're actually insanely good. It creates a ton of space. This is going to be one of your 2 go-to moves when trying to score. For the spin, put on normal. This is the spin you need if you want to do the low spin backs to the side and combo out of it. For hesitation, go with normal. And for the step back, this is your other go-to move, Giannis step back for a 65 ball handle. That is exactly what we have. You can do this into the behind the back too, or you can just do this in someone's face and shoot over their head. And for triple threat, use Kobe again. For dribble pull up, I think normal 2 gives you the most space and it is the easiest to green. And for the spin jumper, it will automatically give you Brook Lopez, but I think normal is a little bit better. So go ahead and copy these moves down. I mean, most of them, they're either Giannis, basic, or normal, but they're actually very good for being 7'4". So we're 7'4". We have a 44 speed with ball and a 65 ball handle. But look at me, I'm low-key flying around the court. And as I was saying, you can really just shoot over anyone's head in this game. So as you can see, I can do the misdirection crossover. If the ball is in my left hand, I hold R2, flick the right stick right left. If the ball is in my right hand, I hold R2 and flick the right stick left right. It is that easy. You can use that misdirection crossover to get you a lot of space. You can flick the right stick diagonally down as well instead of directly left right. And you can mix it all in with the standing behind the back, bro. The standing behind the back and the misdirection crossover. It's gotta be so hard to guard a 7'4" player doing this. Then for the Giannis step back, you just hold R2, flick down on the right stick. You can run forwards, do that move, shooting people's faces. You can do the Giannis step back into the behind the back as well. I mean, look at me, I'm doing spin backs too on a 7'4", man. This build is kind of crazy. But this behind the back, it gives you so much space, bro. And even if they somewhat close out on you, you will be able to shoot over their head. So you can just hold R2, flick down on the right stick, then flick diagonal down to your opposite ball hand, do the step back into the behind the back constantly. I mean, look at me, bro. I have a 44 speed with ball, but I low-key look like I'm moving. Like, if you saw me dribbling like this right now on this build, bro, you would not think I'm 7'4". You'd think maybe I'm like 7 foot, 6'11", something like that. And then this is what the fade looks like, the normal 2 fade. It's pretty glitchy, bro. You can even run to the side, do the spin into the basic crossover, and it creates a lot of space. So yeah, these are the best SIGs for the 7'4" demigod ISO builds, man. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for showing me love. I appreciate it. Be sure to drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, turn those noties on if you are new. I'm dropping bangers every single day, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll be doing an in-depth advanced dribble tutorial to teach you everything if you want to dribble exactly like me. All the dribbling secrets to make you a dribble demon. So yeah, I'll be doing that dribble tutorial with a hand cam showing you guys everything. Once again, thank you for watching. I love you all. I appreciate the support. Sub, turn those noties on, drop a like, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hanky. I'll be live streaming this lovely basketball game every now and then. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.